Today on the Millennial Weight Loss Podcast, we're going to go over how to eat at Panera Bread when you're looking to get healthy and how to lose weight. I'm Pete Weintraub. I'm a permanent weight loss specialist, and you're watching or listening to the Millennial Weight Loss Podcast. All right, so Panera. Panera is a great place in terms of the quality of the food. So unlike a lot of places that you'll see, Panera prides itself on having some of the best ingredients. No artificial preservatives, sweeteners, flavors, and no colors from artificial sources. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the website, just like we did in the Five Guys episode, and just like we did in the Chipotle episode. By the way, the cards of both of those are up there, or just check out the channel and you can find those episodes if you want to learn how to eat at those locations. But really what we want to do is we want to be cognizant of what we're putting into our bodies, not just so that we can improve our health, but also so that if we're going to be eating there, we make the best possible decisions. So let's get to the menu here and let's talk about what we should look to eat and what we should look to avoid. Let's go to a printable menu. All right, so I'm scrolling down here. So salads are probably going to be the best place to go. And the reason being is that there are no grains, there's no bread in a lot of the salads. Obviously, some of these we'll see in a second do have croutons. If there are croutons, just please ask if you're getting a certain type of salad to remove the croutons. Also dressing on the side. If they have a balsamic or an oil and vinegar option, you definitely want to go with that, because if we look at the ingredient list of a lot of these dressings, well, yes, they are better than the vast majority of the ones that you'll find at a grocery store or in a generic brand. They still aren't conducive to health or to weight loss for various reasons. So we got the strawberry poppy seed salad with chicken, half or whole, doesn't really matter. So you got chicken, oranges, strawberries, blueberries, pineapple, and then a poppy seed dressing. So that looks pretty good with toasted pecan. If you see things like wonton strips, if you see things here with the Caesar salad, the black pepper focaccia croutons, obviously that's made out of breading with black pepper focaccia. You want to make sure that you look at that, and then we want to look at the ingredient list as well. Now, getting down, and we'll go over that in a second, just like Five Guys and Chipotle, they do have the allergen list and the ingredient list, so we can see what your potential allergens or certain poor food choices are in, whether the dressings, the breads, whatever, but we'll get to that in a second. So sandwiches, unfortunately, I don't recommend you get any of these. We don't even have to look at what the sandwiches consist of, because again, bread is not conducive to health or to weight loss. Bread is inflammatory. Grains, whether wheat or otherwise, the brown grains, barley, rye, oats, and wheat are incredibly inflammatory. Over several thousand years, we've selectively engineered them. In the last 60 to 100 years, we've been able to genetically modify them through scientific means to get the desired texture, taste, and even the desired length and width of the crop, so that we can cultivate as much as we can in as short a space as possible. But we do not want to ingest any of this stuff. Also, we don't want a baguette, we don't want a sprouted grain roll, we don't want the chips. The only side you should probably get here at Panera is an apple. So I wouldn't recommend any of they all have either soba noodles or a lot of starch in there, whether in quinoa, brown rice, or the soba noodles. We don't want any of that stuff. And also some of these edamame, which is soy, a soy miso broth. We don't want soy, so we want to stay away from that. Scrolling down here to soups. Now, it depends on what's available there. I know they have different things throughout the day. You don't want to get anything with the sourdough bread bowl. Again, while sourdough is personally my favorite bread, you do not want to be eating bread when you're looking to lose weight or you're looking to improve your health. So always get it in a cup or a bowl. The summer corn chowder, we do not metabolize corn very well. Also potatoes, not very ideal. So I'd probably stay away from the summer corn chowder. Black there. So here, all right, so let's look at the detailed ingredients. Low-fat vegetarian black bean soup may contain soy. Whenever I see soy, if you're a woman especially, I'd stay away from it. Soy's been linked to breast cancer. For men, you can lower your testosterone. It's not something you want to be ingesting regularly. So the fact that it says may contain soy, always treat that like it does contain soy. So I'd probably stay away from this one just off the bat. Let's see, any other soups that we might eat? Broccoli cheddar soup. Let's see what's in here. All right, we got water, whole milk, broccoli, pasteurized cheddar cheese. Okay, whey protein. All right, cornstarch, eh. And then, look, seasoning. Look, they sneak this in, and this is something you got to be cognizant of here and in any place that you go. Wheat flour is in the seasoning, and then there's canola oil, which is a vegetable oil. We talked about trans fats on the last show and on several others. I would stay away from the soups, in all honesty. Chicken noodle, I'd stay away from, only because you don't want the noodles in there, right? I mean, there are egg noodles, but there's also wheat flour in there, guaranteed 100%. I know because I've looked into it. Now, pasta and mac and cheese, again, reiterating, and I'll continue to hammer this into you guys, whether on this particular segment of the show or in others, you do not want to ingest grains. So regardless of whether it's the chicken tortellini alfredo or the mac and cheese, you do not want to eat it, all right? Now, looking at the kicks, again, all sandwiches, stuff like that. So it depends what it is. I'd stay away from the yogurt. Yogurt is always high in sugar, whether it's an organic, plain Greek yogurt or it's one of the flavored ones that you'll find at the grocery store. Tons of sugar in there. You don't want it. Baguette and spread a grain roll. We've gone over that already enough. The apple is probably the only side that you'd ever want to have. Wait, we got breakfast sandwiches. So breakfast sandwiches, again, stay away from the breakfast sandwiches. We don't want sandwiches. They also serve oatmeal, yogurt, and fruit. Again, the brow grains, right? The acronym BROW, barley, rye, oats, and wheat. Oatmeal is in the steel-cut oatmeal. We do not want that. So we do not want anything with the steel-cut oatmeal. Greek yogurt with mixed berries. You're starting off your day with a ton of sugar. We've gone over the insulin resistance cycle in the last episode and on a couple others as well. You do not want to ingest that much sugar to start your day. It takes your body out of lipolysis or fat burning and instead is going to make your body reliant on the carbohydrates you ingest for fuel. We don't want that, especially if you're looking to burn fat and lose weight. Summer fruit cup, depends on what's in the fruit cup. They tend to have, though, some pretty high glycemic load and index foods. I wouldn't recommend it. Apple's okay. Banana is eh. Soufflés, I would not do that because it's baked in a French-inspired pastry. So a lot of stuff at breakfast, not ideal. Obviously, pastries, very sugary, grain-based, freshly baked bread, same thing. Bagel and cream cheese, no bagels. We do not want bagels. And it sounds very restrictive, guys, but look, I'm looking out for your best interest and I'm looking out for your health. This is what you guys need to know. In terms of drinks, coffee is fine. I'd stick with the dark roast, the decaf, or the light roast. I wouldn't go with the hazelnut. That's probably sweetened with some sugar. You don't want that. Any size will do. Cafe latte tends to have milk. Chai tea latte also with milk. So again, if you're finding you're having trouble losing weight and you're finding that you're drinking a lot of dairy, even if you're just adding it to your coffee and to this and that, or you're having some cheese on something, you might want to cut out dairy. But I'm still on the fence about dairy. I'm still researching it for myself. I know I personally can't do it, but that's because I have an allergy. A lot of these drinks are okay. Just make sure that they're not putting that disgusting sugary syrup in there and get stuff unsweetened, all right? So for example, unsweetened black tea is definitely better than another type of tea that might be sweetened. So ask if the tea is sweetened and what's in there, and you're gonna wanna look at all that information. All right, same with the fruit smoothies. You wanna have stuff with low glycemic fruits. And they have Greek yogurt. There's going to be a lot of sugar in there, so I wouldn't recommend a fruit smoothie unless it's like post-workout. And that's just my opinion, all right? So let's find the Panera allergens right. Strawberry poppy seed salad with chicken. So we got romaine lettuce, citrus and pepper chicken, natural smoke flavor. Usually when you see natural flavor of any kind, that means that there's MSG in there, but we'll let that slide for now. Let's see how the rest of this is. Alright, so this is actually pretty good. So I would be okay with this salad. The only thing is there's 20 grams of sugar in here in the poppy seed chicken salad, strawberry poppy seed salad with chicken, but a lot of that is probably coming from the fruits in there, and they're low glycemic. You see here strawberries, blueberries, things of that nature. So that's okay. Southwest chili lime ranch with chicken, and you got to go through all these, guys. I won't bore you to death with this, but basically, you see this huge ingredient list here. So you got to go on the website before you go to Panera or any of these places really that list the ingredients and the allergens. And you literally gotta, it's a pain in the ass, but you only will have to do it once. Once you do it once and you figure out, okay, here are the, handful of things that I'm going to ever get here, then you're in the clear. You don't even have to think about it ever again. If they have a new menu item, you can always look it up when they add it to the site and see what's in there. But yeah, you see here that there's different things all throughout that you gotta watch out for. See soybean oils in the chipotle mayo. I'm not a fan of, again, soybeans. So you gotta go through the website. Panera is good about this. They list everything. They're very transparent, which is a good thing. But you have to be cognizant of what they're putting into the story at Panera. Very, very simple. Stay away from anything with bread in it. That includes soups with croutons, noodles, whether it's soba noodles or in the chicken noodle soup, and then they have stuff like that on the salads as well. So you gotta look at the ingredient list. And the cool thing about Panera, like we've been going over, is that they're very, very transparent, and that's more than a lot of restaurants can say about what's in each one of their products. So all you do is go to the Panera website, it's panerabread.com. You look at the different offerings, stick with the salads. I'm gonna say that right now. Stay away from the sandwiches, whether breakfast sandwiches, lunch or dinner sandwiches or otherwise. I'd stay away from a lot of the juices and a lot of the coffee and tea beverages because they're sweetened. You want to get unsweetened things. So they do have some unsweetened tea options. They do have regular black coffee. You want to really work your way around that stuff. So you want to stick, the ingredients are okay for the most part. The food, the quality of the food, the meats and the vegetables and the fruits that they get are very high quality. So I would stick with the salad. Look at the ingredients of each one. So just like we did with a couple of the salads just now, just go to the website, click on the salad or one of the salads you might be interested in, and look at the ingredient list. If you see wheat flour anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's at the top of the ingredient list or the bottom or anywhere in between, you don't want to eat it. If you find soy in there, whether soybean oil or maybe even a canola oil or something like that, those are vegetable oils, and especially soybean oil is not conducive to health, especially for women, but also for men. Lower testosterone in men. For women, so it's been linked to breast cancer. You don't want to eat it. So stay away from stuff like that. Worst case, if the rest of the salad's fine, you're only finding the soybean oil or the flour or whatever in the dressing, ask for the dressing on the side, or maybe ask, can I get another dressing in there instead? And all you got to do is look at the different types of dressings they have to offer and say, okay, instead of this dressing that comes with this salad, usually, can I get that instead? They usually make it for you right there. They do prepackage some of them, but usually they'll make it for you right there, especially if you're waiting in line. Or you can order online, and they always ask for instructions, like, can you leave this out or replace that? And they'll read it. And 9 times out of 10, I'm sure the person will actually read what you wrote down and will prepare the salad in the way that you want when you go in for pickup. So guys, that's how you handle Panera. You can lose weight while eating at your favorite places. You just have to be smart about it. Stay off the grains, stay away from the added sugars, and stay away from the vegetable oils, canola oil, soybean oil, and you're going to be fine. All right, so guys, every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to be coming at you with another episode of the Millennial Weight Loss Podcast. Now, there are a bunch of ways that you can get involved and follow us and learn about this. So number one, just subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where I launched the video. So just go to YouTube, type in Pete Weintraub. You'll see my mug. Pete Weintraub, Permanent Weight Loss Specialist, is his channel. For some reason, there's a couple others. I think they're just linked to my personal Gmail account. But find the one with all the videos and the subscribers. Just subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be informed every time I upload a video. So again, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Number two, join the Facebook group, and that's the best way to get involved. If you want a question answered on the show, if you have a recommendation for a topic, if there's something you'd like for me to cover, go to the Facebook group. All you got to do is type in Millennial Weight Loss Podcast in the search bar on Facebook. You'll see my beautiful mug. Just ask to join the group. I'll let you in very shortly thereafter and get involved. Like I said, if you have a question, we have a mailbag every Thursday, and that is one of the best ways to get in touch with me. Also, if you just want to get in touch with me, email me, Pete@weightlossbypete.com. Again, that's Pete@weightlossbypete.com. And if you're listening in the car on your commute to work, whether you're on a train or a bus or whatever, all you got to do is subscribe, whether you're listening to me on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. please leave a review. Please comment on the episode. Let me know what you thought of it. And I'm always looking to make these better, so let me know about that. Also, if you like, please support me on Patreon. So I have a page on Patreon. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's kind of like GoFundMe, Kickstarter, things like that. I really want to make this show high quality. Right now, I am filming this in my home office. So obviously the backdrop and sometimes even the lighting, depending on the time of day, isn't always the best. I do my best to have a scoop light right up there above me so you can see me clearly. But obviously there's always crap, in the background and things like that. You see, you see like a mannequin. My girlfriend said, "Well, shit on Poshmark." So obviously I want to continue to improve the quality of the show. I can't do that without your help. So if you like the show, if you like the message, and you want it to get out there to more and more people like yourself, a millennial who has 25 or more pounds to lose, and you're ready to take your health by the horns and hump it in a submission, then please follow me on Patreon, donate. You can do it on a monthly basis or one time, whatever it takes. I have a few different cool packages. You get a free shirt. I'll do a monthly call with some of you. It's pretty cool. And you can also get involved with me and work with me on a one-on-one basis. I do work with folks looking to lose weight for good. And on Wednesday, actually, I'm going to be promoting something to you guys where it's very affordable to work with me to get your nutrition and your health under control. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. I really feel that it'll be a great way to get a lot of you on the path to better health and to losing weight. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm Pete Weintraub. I'm a permanent weight loss specialist. I'm going to be coming back at you on Wednesday with another episode of the Millennial Weight Loss Podcast. Until then, have a great next couple days, everyone. Talk to you on Wednesday.
She's a little bit vulgar.